Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be going over 5 series that I caught up on this week and that are really blowing me away. So take them as recommendations at the same time, because if I read them, it's a good sign that I actually like them. So yeah, let's get right into it. This week I caught up on the Return of the Manhwa Sect, or Return of the Blossoming Blade. What an amazing series, guys. This one is just so enjoyable. The crazy thing is, sometimes you have an idea of how long a series is going to be just from the way it's set up. This one, with the way the scenario is built out, it could last for the next God knows how many years. And I don't know how I feel about that, because I love seeing an end of a series eventually. But this one is just proving to be really, really good. The whole world around the different sects and their roles, and we're on the cusp in the series of getting to something really cool. And that cool thing is going to be a tournament, a fight between two of the sects to kind of determine who's stronger. And more recently, on the most recent chapters, we've seen our main protagonist beat down some of his fellow sect members that maybe were getting a little bit too big for their own britches. And it was so enjoyable, so interesting, and I proved that our main character, his morality is a little ambiguous sometimes, and it just makes him the better character for it. I don't quite know where this one's gonna go. I do know he's gonna try and elevate his sect as high as possible, but at the same time, you never quite know who he's gonna try and help elevate and who he's just gonna let crash and burn next to him. My wife is the Empress. The recent chapters have finally solved the biggest issue I had with this series, and yes, it's a spoiler, but it doesn't matter in all honesty. You know this was coming eventually, and it doesn't mark the end of the series either, and that is the main character and the main female protagonist finding out about each other. If you don't know about this one, the premise of it is pretty simple. The main character is the head of a rebellion. He's this badass main character, and the girl is secretly the Empress of the nation that he basically rebelled against. So they're antagonize each other in that way when they're working behind the scenes, but in reality, they're married. So it's kind of a weird dynamic going on there, and the most recent chapters, they found out about each other, and it's so refreshing, because you can only do these antics of they won't find out about each other. Oh, he's secretly hiding away. Oh, he shows up at this convenient time, for so long before it gets a little annoying. But it's got its cute moments. It's a good series. It's fun to read. So yeah, if you're not checking out My Wife is the Empress, check it out. Number 2 is Duke Pendragon. I had let pile up a few chapters before reading it again, and the last chapter had us finally get to something that we were looking forward to, and that is an event, a bond, if you will, between the main character and someone else. And it is such a good series. Honestly, guys, Duke Pendragon is going to be one of those big ones to watch out for the foreseeable future. The way the storytelling is going to take place, the way there's basically two souls in one body, and that he's conflicted with who his identity really is really interesting. Particularly, we haven't felt it that much, but we really got hit by it the most recent chapter. And that really matters, because one of his versions of himself has so much more motivations than the other does. So the fact that he's back with the motivations to get revenge or return the pride of his clan, and he's accepted that he is both people at the same time, means that he's already kind of a badass, but he's going to be kicking so much butt going forward. Not to mention, he looks pretty darn cool at the same time. At number 1 is a new one that came out this week, and that is The World After the End. Holy, is this good. It's from the same creator as Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, which is one of my favorite manhwa out there right now. I love it, love it, love it. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint has amazing writing, and if you want a good story, you need good writing. And this one, with only 7 chapters out so far, I am so hopeful, because what seems like a pretty generic setup is nothing of the sort. It has just enough nuance to be really interesting. And it's the type of series and the type of writing that isn't afraid to kill off characters that you like, or put you in situations where you might be like, oh, that hurts so much. And if a series can do that, I know that it's not aimed at 6-year-olds. And it's kind of nice to be treated a little bit more maturely when it comes to storytelling. And this one is looking so good. Not to mention, if you see the art on the screen right now, it looks so good. The visuals are amazing. And when you have a good studio with good writing, good storytelling, and everyone that in my comments on TikTok that mentioned I've read the light novel, this series is amazing. It's going to be like the next popularity of Soul Leveling and stuff like that. God, that has me hyped as hell. And guys, if you're not already reading this one, you should be on top of it because it is absolutely worth checking out. Guys, if you like this type of wrap up at the end of the week where I talk to you about some recommendations of stuff I read this week specifically, leave a comment down below. Please leave a like on the video. Tell me that you like this type of thing because I am trying stuff on the channel and I want to see what sticks at the same time. So with that, guys, have yourself a great day.